Today's Thursday, December 22nd, 2022. I'm doing some early preparations here because I know tomorrow morning we're going to have a freeze that rapidly develops, and during the daytime it should be below freezing all day. And tomorrow night the forecast calls for about 12 degrees as a low, so this will be the most extreme test I've done. At this point, I'm not too concerned about whether those seedlings survive. I just want the mass of the pots to provide sensible heat. I've got a 5-gallon bucket of water. I've got about 20 gallons of water here and another 5-gallon bucket of water. So that's the technique that we've seen recommended on other channels to provide additional mass near the trees that you want to protect. I have lights strung together in both the Lila and the Brogden. One string is about 168 watts, so together that's around 330 watts. And what I'm going to do tomorrow morning, cover this whole thing with a large impermeable tarp, the type that is waterproof, so I'm not using those breathable types that Millennial Gardener uses. I'm just trying to trap heat, but I know one string will improve the air temperature by about 12 degrees. So I'm hoping 2 strings I can get 15 degrees or better. And if that 12-degree night does come to pass, then it should be 27 degrees under the tarp, and I think within the tolerance level of these 2 nursery varieties. So even if I'm wrong and I discover that this is not working, they are in pots, I can, in an emergency, move the plants. But I am attempting as best I can to try to simulate what would happen if one of these trees was planted here. December 23rd, Friday morning. It's about 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 Celsius out here. And what's unusual is the forecast says the temperature will continue to get colder through the day. It will not be warming up. So as this Arctic air mass comes in, the wind's been picking up and it's blowing limbs out of the trees. These gusts of wind are so strong it's blowing the tops of the trees back and forth. And over there, that is my neighbor's hoop house, not mine. But that's a demonstration of what can happen when the wind gets underneath all that plastic, starts whipping it around. So let's go take a look at my trees. Okay, there's my cover. It's not any kind of beautiful cathedral-like architecture. I just got the plastic out, leaned some things up against it. I don't think the wind will get to this because it's coming from the opposite direction of the house, but we'll see. I'll be around here this weekend. I can check on this regularly in case it gets loose. So the power's on, all the lights are lit, and hopefully in a couple of days I will be able to examine these trees and everything will be fine. I suppose someone could make the argument with me that this isn't much different than just picking up the pots and opening the door of the shed and sticking them over there. However, this still is technically outside. So I'm continuing to try to follow the original intent of this experiment. So off I go the next couple of days into this cold weather, and I will update with another video.